Hey guys, this is John. We are go for Title Tuesday. This is the November 2018 version. Welcome everyone. This tournament is starting in less than 1 minute. Who do we have in the mix? 302 title players. Good turnout today. Polish fighter Daniel Naroditsky, Alireza Firouzja. Yeah, a whole host of grandmasters, and we are off. Very first game. I'm playing NM going in 33. Opens with e4. Let's play a Sicilian to start. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Chessy Bus. Why don't we play... Let's play d6. Ooh, he takes with the queen. Okay, let's play knight c6. Expecting bishop b5. 10 rounds of 3+2 Blitz. And then this. Okay, this I'm not aware of. A very early bishop g5. It's interesting, though. Could give a check. Could just play knight f6. I think I'm going to play knight f6. I'm going to invite him to take. He doesn't take, though. Okay, now knight c3. Maybe just a move order ploy. All right, let's play e6. Wandering Winder, thank you for the subscription. This is being streamed live on Twitch. If you're confused and watching in the future on YouTube, I've decided to stream this Title Tuesday. Okay, let's castle. All right, so this is a mainline position via transposition. White can try to take and then go after this pawn, but it's not wise. Okay, so he plays queen to d2. I think that's getting ready for e5. So I'm just considering how I'd like to reply to that. Queen a5 is interesting. But no, I think I'm going to play queen c7. Thanks, Chestosterone. Chestosterone is wishing me good luck. Love that username, by the way. Okay, a6 looks logical here. Just so knight b5 doesn't drop in the position. But I want to play rook c8 coming up soon. By the way, if you're watching this and you haven't voted in the midterm elections today in the US, and you're eligible to do so, you should stop watching right now and go vote. Absolutely. This can wait. You can watch me in the future. No big deal. This is going to be archived, but you only have a very narrow window of time to vote. It's 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So it's getting to be that time where if you're on the East Coast, if you're on the West Coast, you still got a long time to vote. Don't worry. You got a few hours, but okay, f3. Which rook should I play to c8? Let's play this rook. That would be the normal rook. But yeah, absolutely stop what you're doing if you're eligible and go vote. I early voted yesterday, stood in line for about 30 minutes. Okay, g4. Let's play b5. I need to get my counterplay going. Looking for b4. Let's play b4. So he's shoving his pawns on the king side. I'd really like to play some sort of bishop takes e4 move, but I don't think it's working yet. d5 would be thematic, though. d5 is definitely the type of move you'd consider here. Bishop a4 also comes to mind. d5, I'm a little worried he's just going to simplify. Mass simplifications, but I like the look of it. Maybe wait one more move, though. Let's go here. I don't want to fall too far behind on the clock. I got a minute 34. Uvuno, thank you for subscribing. 9 months in a row. It's going to take. Okay. Okay. Let's preserve this bishop. Probably h5 coming. Let's pull this back here. I want to guard e6, so if g6 happens, I can take, and I don't have to worry about e6 so much. This uncovers the attack on c2, maybe threatening bishop takes g5 in some situations. This knight would have to move, though. I feel I should be better here with the two bishops, but there's nothing direct. Hey, Chess Bay. Yeah, king b1 makes sense. Just kind of stepping out of the way. Okay. Let's play a4. This allows my opponent to take on b4 if they want, but they're not going to go for it. Okay. So let's go ahead and play this. Trying to get at that king. Now b3 would be logical. Be nice to take on g5, play queen c3. It's not working though. So let's play d5. Defending this. Accepting an isolated pawn, but I feel good about the opening of the position here. BJH, thank you for the subscription. c4, wow. Okay, no fear from white. We got to take that. Bishop b4, take c7, take d2. Probably better to keep some tension. Could definitely play this move, though. This looks strong. 45 seconds left, but I'm threatening bishop b4. This rook is pinned, so no worries there. Bishop b4 is a big threat. And if the queen leaves the defense of this pawn, I might just take that. We'll see. Also might be some cool bishop f5 ideas, although this knight is always guarding the square. This is looking promising. White is under pressure, but let's keep the momentum. Queen d3, okay. I'm just going to swipe this pawn, I think. Also guard c1, it's nice. Keep my opponent under the gun. Bishop takes f4. Dare I play this? I think it's possible. It's a nice move. I'm going to do it. This cannot be played because of this. This knight's overloaded. I can take here. Okay. So let's drop back. Just defend. Very solid king position. Take. Okay. I'm going to keep that bishop defended. Lose a little control over c1, but now bishop takes d4. Oh no, bishop takes d4 is not a threat. So you can take with the queen. Okay, worth pointing out. Check on f5. Let's just drop here. Looking for a bishop f5 type move. Let's increase the pressure, though. I don't have to do anything yet. Okay, now I think I can take. I think that wins material. Yeah, just take here. Win a piece. Not worried about rook d7. Could just hide my king at all times. Just push the pawn. All right. All right. So a win with the Sicilian to start out. 2 bishops against 2 knights. I don't know the theory in that variation so well. I was out of book after white played queen d2 on move 11. So just using my intuition here. But I think a lot of these moves make sense. I mean, queen c7, get off the back rank. a6, control the b5 square. Mutual pawn storms. But this position felt easier to play for me. Bishop d7, guard the e6 square. Because white has a hard time opening the position and not being at the mercy of my bishops. So, good start to Title Tuesday. Here's the standings. 301 players. 10 rounds of 3+2 Blitz. Yeah, I think Streamlabs should be going, but it's being a little slow right now. I missed some donations, so let me catch up on this while we have a moment. So Wandering Winder, thank you again for subscribing. Chessy Bus, resubscribing, 8 months. Chessy Bus says, I wrote you in for governor. Well, that's a tremendous honor. Thank you, Chessy Bus. Belgian Novice, 1,000 bits. New month, new cheering. Thanks, Belgian. Avuna resubscribed, 9 months. And Chessbay gifted a sub to BGH. So that was a gifted sub, in fact. So thanks, Chessbay. Thanks, BGH. AKA Cuttlefish cheered 450 bits. Says, go get him, Tiger. I'll do my best. Stinging Ray resubscribed with Twitch Prime. Uday subscribed for 2 months. Loving the YouTube content, he says. Mr. EQ resubscribed 8 months. Why play the Sicilian when E4 is clearly refuted by D5? Good question. Mixing it up a little bit. Oh, I know why. Yeah, the alerts are not appearing on screen here because I'm actually using a different piece of broadcasting software. I've been using OBS for the past few months, but I forgot that it didn't update when I switched over to XSplit. So I'm using XSplit now, just for this stream. The Saint donated $5, says, good luck, John. Been watching some of your past Danya streams, and he's so complimentary of you, saying how good you are. Just need to be faster. Yeah, Danya and I are buddies. He's a cool guy. I'm a big fan of him, big fan of his chess. So thanks to the Saint. Corrupted Dunn resubscribed 2 months. My computer fan is going like crazy right now. Do I have something open? What is going on? I don't think I have anything open that would be, I don't know, just the usual streaming. Hey, Sahib98. Yeah, I've caught a couple of the Naka streams. I have seen that he's been streaming more recently, particularly Arena Kings, which is cool. Here, let me put up a game so you guys aren't just staring at this already completed game. Let's look at Shrek David, who seems to be losing and just lost. Yeah, White's pawn was coming on through. So the final game of the tournament, or the round rather, is this one. I am on FM Violence. This looks completely winning for White. Yeah. Jonah Willow is not going to save a draw here. What is the beverage of choice today? This is a coffee. It is a Starbucks. This is my third cup of coffee today. That's kind of bad, but in my defense, I've been really busy lately. That's why I haven't been streaming a lot the past 2 weeks. I was sick, recovering from a cold, and I've just been very busy. Okay, I'm playing Wonderful Time. This guy's good, so let's focus this game. I'm going to open with E4. Play Sicilian. Okay, let's get this rocking. I'll play open Sicilian. Wonderful Time has won this tournament, if I'm not mistaken, a few months ago. Wants to play a dragon? We can play a dragon. I'm open to the dragon persuasion. Okay, let's castle. Oh, I thought he was going to play rook c8. I should have known that that's a move. All right, we can improvise with this. Let's play bishop h6. And let's go here. I'm expecting knight c4. Hop in the DeLorean says, John, please do not get in a time scramble with him. I can't promise anything. But I think that's pretty good advice. Time scrambles against this guy are tough. Plays b4. Okay. Knight d5 I'm looking at. Knight d5 seems quite natural here. Let's do it. Occasionally this early bishop h6 you got to watch out because your queen can be overloaded defending these 2 points. But he's played knight a5, so I'm not as worried about it. Let's take with the c pawn. It's a little unusual, but I kind of like it. Maybe I'm opening myself up for knight takes d5, queen a5 operations, but we'll see. Yeah, that might not have been a good idea. takes. Okay. All right, let's recapture to start. Might need to give up one of these pawns if he goes queen a5 and just try to attack. My theory is definitely rusty in these lines, but it's fun. It's fun to play. Okay, let's take. Now, do I just play h5, keep my head down, and try to attack? Because I could definitely attempt that. h5, he takes c2, I take... Or takes a2, rather. Let's try it. I'm going to go for it. Because otherwise I think I just lose one of these pawns without a lot of compensation. Like, I could have played king there and let him take d5, but that seems wrong. So, alright, he's going in. Now, I thought I could take g6 here, but maybe not. Maybe he has... Yeah, maybe he has just rook c8 and then takes. Okay. Yeah, he actually just says mate. He's starting to check knight c2, queen a1. That is a big problem. h6 isn't helping. Yeah, this is a rough position. I'm going to do something pretty drastic looking. I'm going to try to run out with my king. I don't see what else to do here. GM Canty, thank you for subscribing 4 months in a row. I think bishop f5 is pretty good here. Bishop f5 is looking strong. Takes, then check. King d3, take b3. Yeah, that's pretty crushing. My king's going to have to go for a jog. Okay, I'm not busted yet, though. I get to keep my strong knight on d4, at least. h6 check probably should be played. Yeah, I don't think that was best how he played that. Let's go here. As long as this pawn survives and my king can, you know, squirt out here, I have chances. But the time, exactly. Gotta watch that time, as usual. Queen there. Okay, so I don't like that capture. So let's go here. I want to escape this business. He was trying to bait me into there and playing rook g8, rook c2 type stuff. Let's go here. I'll give him d5 if I can win e7. I don't think he'll let me take it, though. He does not. Okay. Let's pull this back. Let's take. trying to win h6. Let's play for activity. Keep this rook against here. Look for this. If f4, king f2, this is still not clear. Okay, I'm going to invade. Let's take that. Let's take that. Tense position. Let's attack his bishop. e3, king f3. Maybe. Oh, wow, he just resigned because he's hanging mate. He hung rook takes g8. I actually didn't even see that right away. I thought that this was a legitimate move. I think I would have seen that. I only had 6 seconds left, though. This might be my day, guys. I don't want to get too optimistic, but... All right, nice when your opponent hangs checkmate and resigns before you even have to play it. Yeah, I think I would have seen that because there's not a whole lot of other moves to think about. That's the only forcing move in the position. All right. So my king was walking on water right there. King c2, exclam. Now, I hear you guys in the comments and in the chat when this game is live right now saying, John, this is what you have been missing out on by not playing e4 all those years we've been watching you. And you might be right. e4 does lead to some pretty exciting games. But I think my opponent missed a win right here. King c2. I think probably the best way to play is bishop f5. Oh no, I'm taking f5 with check. I'm taking this with check. That's a problem for him because I thought he had time to play rook c8. And I was looking at like rook c8, king here, take that with check, and I thought I was just going to lose. But okay, I take here. I mean, even this is probably not great for me because his king shouldn't be getting mated. My king is more open, but all right, I'll take it. Here, let me close some windows. Let's pull up a game. Let's watch a game. Is the Polish fighter still playing? Ooh. This is Jan Krzysztof Duda. Polish #1. He went down, in fact, to Daniel Yufa. Okay, who else is in the mix here that we can watch? Faruja, maybe? Ali Reza, he just won. Yevgeny T won a bloodless victory. Some of these games aren't updating. A lot of them are finished already. I always like to take a peek at other streamers too, so I'm checking to see if anyone else is in the mix. How about Bobby Hess? That's not Bobby Hess. This is Bobby. Nope, that's not Bobby Hess either. Here he is. Okay. All right, so Hess is nursing a 2-pawn advantage here, but white has the knight. You always got to be careful against a knight. Hammer is in the mix. I haven't seen him, but I do know that he's streaming and playing. Ooh, now white gets to take this. This should be a draw. Black's pawn is going this way, correct? Yeah. Yeah, this is a dead draw, but don't get skewered if you're white. White still has to show some technique here. Now he's got to go to the back rank. Yeah, so we can see if white displays the Philidor technique. White seems to know it. You wait on the third rank until the moment that black pushes the pawn, and then you bring the rook down and you start giving checks. KJ Foster, thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. So Hess might try something like rook d3, but it's never going to work. You can't ever transition into a pawn endgame here and expect to win if white plays fast. Or white plays accurately. Have I used Christoph's E4 Keep It Simple repertoire for preparation? You know, I've studied a little bit, Galagian. I know the lines that are in it, but I have not really used it much. What am I wearing today on Finn's Fashion? Well, I'm wearing a very stylish dark blue Henley from my favorite store, which is Kohl's. Little tip, never shop at Kohl's with less than a 30% off. That's about as low as you should go. Maybe 20% if you're desperate. But if you're patient, 30, 40%, you get on their mailing list, you're golden. Rack up that Kohl's cash. Okay, now, so Hess is just delivering all these, or sorry, he's getting checked. Yeah, Bryakin definitely knows how to draw this. Now you can go attack the pawn. Rook d4 would have been a straightforward draw there. But this is still a draw too. I am a basic Becky, I really am. Is this the last game of the round? A couple other games here. Let's check in on this one because that game's going to be a draw. Here's a queen end game. Looks like white is winning if white is promoting this way. Yeah, white just forced a favorable queen trade. How close to Hudson am I? 25 minutes maybe. Yeah, it's 25 minutes east of here. So GM Clunesso wins. How about Don Cappuccino versus Maxim Lugovsky? I think this is the last round, or the last game of the round. Another rook endgame, and another very easy draw for the side that's down the pawn. Especially since this is a rook pawn. Notoriously difficult to win, and black's king is right in front of it. Black can mess up substantially here and still draw. Basically, black just has to avoid losing the rook. If you don't blunder the rook, you're going to draw this position, or like bring your king all the way over to the h-file. Black could take it here. Could have taken there. That would have been a total draw. Pawn ending. Yeah, Ziff, that was just round 2. This is the final game of round 2, so you haven't missed a whole lot. Oh, and because I don't have the alerts, I need to catch up again. Eyebrows of Fire subscribed, resubscribed, 5 months in a row. Mr. Pickles donated $35. That's a big donation I missed. Thank you for the never-ending quality content. You make learning and understanding chess fun and exciting. I hope your channel gets all the success it deserves. Hopefully this helps provide a few iced coffees to power those Scandi games. Thank you, Mr. Pickles. Yeah, it's going right into the coffee fund, so I appreciate that. Pavo, my student Pavo, donated 420 bits. Says, go John. Thanks, Pavo. He's watching from Finland. Old Bluesman, thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime 6 months in a row. Says, keep up the great content. Thanks, buddy. Are they really going to play out king and rook against king and rook? Please no. There's always one endgame like this in Title Tuesday and around. They're on move 148. Somebody call the match, please. It's funny watching everyone in the chess.com chat, too. They're just spamming the chat. All these antsy title players who want to get their game going. World Championship approaching fast, right? I might cover some of the games. I'm going to be traveling for part of it because I'm actually going to London for 5 or 6 days. So I hope to do some game review though of the match. There will be a lot of coverage this year. A lot of people streaming, a lot of people posting analyses on YouTube. But I'm going to try to do a little of that as well. For the record, I do think Magnus will win a close match. I want Fabi to win. I'm rooting for Fabi, but you know, my head says Magnus, my heart says Fabi. But if Fabi can start with a small lead, like a game lead after 4 or 5 games, I think he has amazing chances. I mean, that's not really going out on a limb, but I think Fabi with a lead is going to be very tough for Magnus, much more so than Karyakin in 2016. These guys are still playing this out. Is Black going to avoid the rook trade out of stubbornness? Yes. We're going to keep this going. There we go. Now a draw. All right. Round 3 coming up here, guys. We're going to get a good player. Tigran Petrosian. I have white again. You know what? Let's continue with e4. Gets Petrosian. Playing a former world champion. Got to play e4. Take the bull by the horns. Let's play knight f3. I'm going to try to develop like this. This is a little system you can try in an attempt to get an e5 as quickly as you can. Let's see how he reacts. Okay, bishop g4. Okay, let's play c3. Just solidify the center, and I think I'll play h3 soon. Let's start with c3. Let's play h3. Let's grab the bishop pair. I guess he can take here. Okay, he could have taken on e4 as well. This is fine. I mean, at least I have the bishop pair out of this. Don't know where to put the bishop. Let's put it here for now. He's going to play c6 and kind of solidify things, but I want to stop knight e4 for the time being. Or have some counterplay if he goes knight e4. Okay, so now let's play this and pin. Threatening to take and win that. Let's make some normal developing moves. Okay, knight e4 might be an accurate move here. Rook e1 also comes to mind. Or, not knight e4. Bishop c2 preventing knight e4. I always do that. Like, my head jumps ahead. I meant bishop c2 trying to dissuade black from playing this. I can play queen b6, but then I can play this and no knight e4 jump. Feel this should be a little more pleasant for me. And he does have good file control, but it doesn't feel like that should translate to too much. Let's play b4. And I might jump this knight up to c5 if I can. But then I give up e4, so I have to be careful about that. Maybe bishop d3? Yeah, bishop d3 makes sense. Let's just guard e2. Oh, he can still play that. Yeah, he's doubled now. Bad decision on my part. Okay, I gotta take it. Let's play queen here. Okay, so I didn't exactly get to keep my bishop pair. But what can you do, alright? Okay, I'm going to bring this over. I might be asking for it with these pawns advancing, but we'll find out. Let's play b5. I need some counterplay. This bishop is kind of buried. So I need to get something going. Possibly against e4. These loose points. Okay, let's take. Give a check. Let's take here. Knight b6. Fair enough. Let's go here. This bishop is still buried. I don't like that. I'm not a fan. He's threatening rook takes c3. Play a weird looking move. Try to get that pawn off an attack square. G2 is kind of vulnerable. Okay. That's a good move. That is a good move. And this is an awful position. All right, try to sack the exchange. You could probably just take d5 though. Yeah, it's not helping. Rook c, knight c3. Okay, try to chip away here, but not looking promising. Not at all. Let's not even take his bishop. Let's take here and see what he does. Yeah, I can safely resign now. Not going to get anything going here. Yeah, that was a game that didn't go so well once he got a knight e4. I didn't really find a good plan. I was trying to stop that move too, but maybe I was a little too fancy trying to play rook b1, b4, bishop d3. Bishop d3 stopped rook e2, but it didn't stop that move. Yeah, and I don't think I reacted so well after this. Like, I was struggling to figure out a plan right here. Black might just be for choice at this point, because he's got a pretty clear plan of pushing these pawns, and my pawns comparatively are hard to push. Okay. The dream is dead. I'm not going to win Title Tuesday with a perfect score. Let's check out Ali Reza's game. He's white here against Indian Elephant. He's up material. Black has quite a few pawns. But no, white should be winning this for sure. I would be shocked if black could survive this. This knight's under attack. White is ready to go after g7, probably knight f5. Or knight e6, one of these two moves. And I think white's black's only chance after knight f5 is to play knight f4 and then try to give some checks with the rook, but it's probably not going to work. Rook g6 is a little weird looking, but white is still well in control. Maybe rook back here, threatening rook g1, king h7. Okay, is there any mate like this? It's close. He could do that, then check here. King h7. Looks like black's escaping. Okay, so queen f7. I played this guy Indian Elephant before. He's a very good blitz player. Okay, so hide the king on h4 probably. Ooh. Alright, he goes for the rook. So yeah, rook takes h6 because black's pawn on g7 was pinned. He couldn't take with a pawn. Still, though, because of these pawns in the center and, white's king being a little weak, this is not completely over. In a classical game, I think Firouzja would win this no problem. And he'll probably win here, but not a done deal. Give a couple checks. Bring the knight in. King g1, yep. h4 now. Okay, so now queen h8 could be a threat. Queen h8, queen h7 is the threat. Black needs to defend against that. So plays rook f4. Check on e8. Okay, repetition, knight f7. Title Tuesday is always tense, man. I think people put up their best defense in this tournament for online events. Okay, queen h8. That's looking tough to stop. So black gives up the rook. But yeah, this is now too much. Go take a pawn. Queen f5, pick up the knight. Over. Okay. So Firouzja's on 3 out of 3. Who else we got here? Any streamers we can check out? I'm looking for Hammer, looking for Naroditsky. Don't really see any other streamers in the mix. I'm sure there are some I'm missing. How about this game? Verdenote? This is Gawain Jones. I actually shared a house with Gawain Jones at the Reykjavik Open maybe 5-6 years ago. We were playing on the same team in the Icelandic League. And a Icelandic FM, now I am, Einar Hjalti Jensen, put both Gawain and I up. So it was really cool staying with him for a week. Just talking chess in the downtime. Super strong player. He's one of the foremost experts on the Sicilian Dragon. So that opening I had in the first game, he's one of the biggest dragon experts in the world. He wrote a 2-volume series for Quality Chess on it. But there, Ahmadzada, he got him. Ahmadzada's a really strong FM. This guy's been playing in the Arena Kings and doing quite well. All right, let's see. How about this game? GM versus GM. Grandmaster on Grandmaster violence. Ooh, check, 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 and win the queen. That was a win of a queen, right? I think white just missed a win there. He could have checked the king onto the f-file and played rook f2 and won the queen. Okay, now he can do it again. He can do it again. Rook h2. Okay, wait. Wait, no. Could he have king g4? Maybe king g4. Hold up. I might have missed that he could play king g4, king h5. Yeah, I was missing that the king can escape this way. Never mind. Feels like white's going to lose this. Black's pawns are advancing. Maybe a2 is possible there. Yeah. The queen and the pawn's too strong now. Any mating net ideas? Doesn't look like it. White's trying desperately to hold off these pawns, create threats. I think it's too little too late. Push one of the pawns, threaten to queen. Open Yagami has time. This guy's another strong player. I remember playing him on ICC a lot. Oh, it's too much. Queen d2. Okay. Oh, pick up rook. There you go. Any stalemates? No stalemates. Okay. So open Yagami takes that one. Just opening a few other games here. Sanan Shugirov. Oh, I lost a heartbreaker to this guy. I think it was in the last Title Tuesday, Shugirov. Do you guys remember that game? I was up 3 pawns, seemingly cruising to victory, and then I flagged. It was so tragic. This looks like it's going to be a draw. Unless white can somehow deflect the black knight. But yeah, game drawn. Night Muzo1, thank you for subscribing. 7 months in a row. Okay, playing Grandmaster Srinath. He's opening with b3. Let's play d5. I like this line. Bishop g4. Let's take that. Play like this. I feel I can make a lot of moves really quickly in these setups. So let's play it like that. And play a5, try to stake out some space on the queen side. Probably he'll play a4. Yep. Let's bring this knight around. Let's take with the knight. h4, okay. b5 is kind of interesting here, but I think I'm just going to sit tight, play queen b6. Got a bunch of pawns on light squares trying to restrict this bishop. Okay. Let's go rook c8. Maybe play c5. I don't know. The problem in these positions is what to do after you've sort of played all your normal solid moves. McBSN, thank you for subscribing 2 months in a row. Okay, bishop f3. Okay, let's just stay solid here. I'm going to play the queen in. This frees up my b-pawn. Not quite sure what he's up to over here. It doesn't seem like he can really breach my position on the king side with this knight on g7, constantly guarding h5. I'd really doubt if he's able to do that. Okay, that seems like a knight I should take. Could go for c5, c4. b5 I probably shouldn't play. It's not really threatening anything. Let's play the queen into c3. Just get a little further into the position. Okay, now b5 is more tempting. Now let's try it. You could play queen here maybe, but this is a little bit loose. Okay, let's put this rook here now. e6 is well defended by my knight. My knight's doing good work here. Even though it's not out and active in the position, it's holding some very useful points. I'm ready to play this move. Can't play rook a1, I just take it. Fianchetto knight. Usually not a great idea, but we'll make an exception when it's actually defending stuff. He might have to play for an attack here, but I don't really see how he does it. It's hard to get through. g4, could try it. g4 is kind of a brutal way of continuing, but maybe playable. He's going into the tank here. I mean, g4 I probably just take here, and then he has to really commit himself with f5 or h5. And I can play a3, threaten a2. Shouldn't work for him. Okay, let's definitely take and invade. Okay, so got him to play a defensive move there. Just go here. This makes way for maybe this idea, but also just threatening to take that pawn in a lot of cases, especially if he moves this. This position's looking good, but a long way to go. And you could look for crazy stuff like h5 followed by bishop takes e6, but it shouldn't work. Okay. Let's go h5 against that move, and then I'm going to take here, I think, next. Yeah, really barricading him. Let's not allow him rook b7. I don't think I need to even win c2. I think the a-pawn on its own is strong enough. Just get behind this. Now he's really got to do something drastic, I feel. Because the a-pawn is ready to go. Let's just push. And I'll be on f4 after this. Is he going to sack? No. Okay, let's bring this back. Let's go. Get a queen. Just throwing the kitchen sink at us. Let's bring this back to defend. This looks strong. Let's take. Let's take. Let's check. Go after e3. Check. Check. Win stuff with tempo. And then let's just protect the weakness. Can take it. Just don't flag. Let's come in. Looking for stalemate tricks, but queen g3, I can take it with the king. And mate. Okay. Probably had a quicker win. Almost certainly had a quicker win, but I got the job done. Yeah, that got tense when he had to go for it. I mean, in such a position, if you're white, like, you can't just sit there. You're gonna lose because of the A pawn. So I knew he was gonna break through somehow. He made it interesting. So like right here, rook e3 was an interesting move. Because the obvious thing to do is to take the bishop with check, right? But then he's gonna play rook e3. And I might have a win here. I mean, I was briefly considering whether I could play, I don't know, something like take. Pawn takes, and try to push this pawn and get another queen, but he is ready to play f6. Maybe it makes sense to do this now that I think about it. I saw if I take with the pawn looking for a2, he has queen takes c6 like he had in the game, but maybe it made sense to do this in time pressure. He has one check, but my knight is super strong here, and I'm ready to do that. But it's not 100% clear yet. Okay. So I moved to 3 out of 4. Try to pull up a game here for you guys. How about this game? 2 rooks against 1 rook. 2 rooks is usually better than 1 rook. Taking a peek at the standings too. Okay. How many players here on 4 out of 4? 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 players? Thanks, Tall Fan. This game is going to be a draw. Last game of the tournament right here. Rook versus bishop. This could go a while. They're on move 98. That's a good question, Upendi. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, Conrad Holt is D-Retch. Dretch. Super good player. Strong blitz player. So white knows the proper technique here, which is to actually put your king in the opposite corner of your bishop. So white has a dark square bishop, put the king in the light square corner. And it looks very passive, but there is no way to crack this if white plays this correctly. But black will certainly try. Like, he could give a check here, but after bishop h2, the problem is white is threatening stalemates in a lot of cases. Thanks, Mr. Magic. And game drawn. Okay, round 5 coming up here, guys. Thanks to everyone who's watching. We have 378 viewers. It's fantastic. So happy Tuesday, everyone. Playing R2. Okay, playing an FM. Kind of a surprising pairing, but I'll take it. I'll continue with E4. One and one today with E4. I want to play a King's Indian attack. Not a very dangerous line if black knows what he's doing, but suitable for blitz. Let's play rook e1. I'll play c3. I think c3 is helpful in these positions. Let's play a4. Just stop any b5 business. He might be trying for bishop a6. I have an idea, but I'm uncertain about its strength. That's probably not a good idea. Okay, let's play e5. I would have liked to get a knight f1, but I didn't have a chance to do that. So we'll play the standard moves now, though. with this structure. Maybe look for bishop g5 soon. See if I can get him to play f6, kind of a weakening move. But no doubt this knight is pretty well placed on b4. But we'll see what he does with this queen under attack. Maybe I can play queen d2 next. Look for bishop h6. This is a very useful defender around his king. Queen e8. Kind of a weird move. Okay, let's go ahead with this move. Probably he'll play rook c8. Let's play this rook here. You could play knight d3 or think about knight d3 or take first and then knight d3, but maybe then I play rook c7. Feels like I'm a little bit better in this position. I'm using this rook so knight d3 doesn't come with tempo on the rook on e1. Maybe a little subtle, might give him a reason to play f6, but I think if he ever plays f6, I'm pretty happy I can take, and e6 should be weak. This knight is not so great. All right, I'm reasonably happy with this position. He takes. Okay, he's trying to reroute the knight. Knight's looking for a reroute. Also, this pawn's under attack, I should note. So maybe I should just play b3. Let's do that. Okay. Let's try to trade the bishops. My pieces are massed on the king side, but I'm hoping to use them soon once I weaken his king a little bit. h4 threatens h5 in a lot of cases, also allows me to use the h2 square. He still needs to activate his knight on b8. If you're black, I think you'd really like a queen trade roundabout here, but I'm not going to make it easy for him to do that. He's thinking. Got him thinking. You could play bishop h8 and try to keep his bishop, but then my bishop is pretty good. His king is trapped in. He's really thinking. Does take. Okay. Let's go here. So queen f4, knight d3. Maybe queen g5 was also a decent move. Hard to say, but okay, he takes. He's going passive. Okay, let's play queen g5 now. I want to get this in. Not queen f6 because he has knight d7, so I feel like this is a proper square, though. Looking for that. Threats are building. If h5, probably g4. Come in with tempo. Okay, now I have knight f6 whenever I want it. Also, maybe have queen, knight takes h6 is interesting. Go after a bunch of his pawns. That actually looks pretty tough for him. I'm going to try it. This is interesting. Because I think I have knight g5 next, if he takes it. Yeah, should be bad. Knight g5, and he has to lose material. Because if he plays king h8, knight takes f7. Otherwise, I'm taking a check and picking up his knight. This is crushing. Let's just take it. Threaten knight f7 as well. Let's give a check here. Oh, that was a dumb check to give. Why'd you do that, John? Okay, didn't have to play that, but... just take that one. Be up a bunch of pawns. Just everything's falling. Take this. Threatening the queen check. And that's over. Okay. Little hiccup there by checking on the back rank first, but it didn't matter. His position was collapsing. So yeah, knight takes h6. Nice little tactic. Because originally I thought queen takes f7 first. But then he has queen g7, knight g5, king here, and that isn't as clear because he is holding on the 7th rank. I could get a third pawn, but then I spotted that I have the game continuation here, then check. Switch up the move order. Common thing that I preach to you guys when calculating. And then if king h8, knight takes f7 is the point. So, all right. Let's check out Andreykin. I'm going to run to the bathroom, guys. I'll be right back. On 4 out of 5, halfway through the tournament. Ooh, it's looking like Andreykin is going down here. Yep, and he resigns. That's an upset. You don't often see Andreykin losing, especially to an IM. These Russian IMs, man, a lot of them just play like GMs. A lot of them have FIDEs over 2,500. They're good. Like the guy who plays Arena Kings all the time, Paul from SPB. He's an inactive IM, and his FIDE is like 2520 or something. He hasn't played for years. And he plays like a GM. He's super good. Okay, what other games can we look at? Bryakin. Another rook endgame with just one extra pawn. This time he's on the winning side of it. Let's see if he knows his Lucina technique. Easiest there would have been rook over. Yeah, now he knows it, though. He's going to bring his king out. And you're going to see the Lucina in action. Also known as building the bridge. I think king g6 is the trickiest move here, because if rook f5, there's rook takes d7, but yeah, I think white knows how to do this. Rook over. Rook down, and that's it. DC Hunter asks, could you have taken on e6 with the queen after your check on the back rank trade queens? Yeah, I could have done that. But I think my queen was so much better than his queen, it makes sense to keep it on and play for the attack, even though I am up a lot of material. Black's king is just hopeless in that position I had. All right. That game's over. Take a peek at the standings. Grandmaster Yufa is on 5 out of 5. FM Nearest Way on 5 out of 5. Another FM on 5 out of 5. Okay. A little unexpected there. And I'm hanging around. A lot of people on 4 out of 5, but that's my score right now. Probably get a GM this game. Last game of the round. This feels like it should be winning for black. But how to make progress? Weird situation with the bishop on h3. The bishop is trapped in. That's weird. So white just keeps shuffling. If black can get this bishop free, it's going to be an easy win, because white will eventually lose f3. But Murma maybe knows the technique. Well, maybe not. Maybe the king just starts pressing in. And if ever g5, bishop f5. Yeah, king e3 should be working here. King h2, bishop f1, that wins. Can always stop the pawn. Or, yeah, you can stop it via this diagonal as well. Easy peasy. Okay, nice technique there by black. Round 6 coming up. We're cruising right along. Clonessa. Okay. Playing black. Not sure which GM this is. Let's play a Sicilian. Let's play another classical if we can. I almost pulled the Scandi trigger, guys. Almost. But no, let's stick with Sicilian. Stop bishop g5. Okay, all standard stuff. And I think I want to reroute the knight to d7. I think is how you want to play these positions. So let's do it right away. Knight d5. Yep, that's typical. Okay. Might also put the knight on a6. Could definitely think about that too. Yeah, let's play knight a6. Just to hold up any advances here. Let's play bishop here, looking for f5 in the future. Devo wanted a Scandi. Yeah. Let's go here. Pawn's not hanging, but it's kind of nice to keep an eye on it with the queen. Knight d4. Ooh, I was definitely not expecting that move. He's going to b5 with that knight. If I take, my bishop on e7 hangs. So I probably shouldn't do that. Maybe knight c7? This looks okay. Could maybe play bishop d3 now if he really wants to get into the f5 square. But b3 is a little tender in all these lines, so maybe I can exploit that somehow. It just goes back. Weird. Thinking about e4 or just bishop f6. Let's play bishop f6. This blocks my f-pawn, but I'm not even sure how strong pushing the f-pawn is. I might just want to kind of bring my knight back, play knight c5. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Stop him from playing c5. I don't want to have to take with a pawn when this is weak, so... Okay, This seems interesting. Gaining some activity here. Yeah, let's play knight e4. He could take, or I could have taken first if I wanted, I should say, but then he'd have the option of taking with the bishop, so I think this is better. He might go for c5 now, yeah, just to try to complicate matters. Could take c3, but I think my knight is good here, so let's try to maintain it. Probably bishop takes here, but then I take here, and I'm on f2. Okay, now knight takes c3 maybe? Chaotic position. This feels right. Hitting his queen. e4, or just take. E4 maybe followed by, tough to say. Let's just take this guy. Now knight d2, Okay, I'm going to play for opening the dark square bishop. Let's keep it active. His d-pawn's definitely a concern. That's his big trump in this position, but my bishops are sort of ruling the roost otherwise. Yeah, bishop d4 is a real convenient move for me next. Maybe rook d8, start trying to win this pawn. He might put his bishop on c4 after that. He has a logjam. I mean, his knight looks nice here, but it blocks him from playing rook takes c5. So, okay, he's going to try to fix that. Yeah, let's do this. If he takes bishop d4, I'm thinking. Followed by e3. Okay, now it seems like some sort of bishop g5, e3 idea should be good. Or rook b6. All right, well, let's play faster, John. It would be nice if you played faster. Whatever you do. Let's take that. Let's activate this. We'll give her b6 next, I think. His knight is trapped, at least for now. try to go after that knight. I might just try to take all his pawns, honestly. D7, bishop G5. Check. Come here. Got to keep my bishop. Okay, let's check and pin him. That is very annoying for him. This feels like it should be winning. Push these guys. Knight d4. Don't allow that, John. Silly. Foolish. Still tough for him, though. Looking for G4 check. When he can't go to G3, though. Let's come around this way. Okay, I think we're going to win this. Okay, you resign. The three connected pawns vanquished the knight. All right. Yeah, it was clutch that I had bishop G3 check. That move really bailed me out right here. So rook C8. He's trying not to queen his pawn yet because he wants to not just allow me to sacrifice my bishop for the pawn. He wants to queen it outright. So, yeah, bishop G3 really bailed me out. And this was a nice maneuver too, I think. Check, and then here, just to pin him. Because if he gets to keep his rook on the board, he can probably draw this. At least that's how it felt to me. So, I did mess up by allowing him to fork my pawns, though. Like, F5 was premature. I should have played something like King G6 first. Make him work harder to win this pawn. Then I should be winning easily, I think. Is this position a win? I don't know. I think it might be. The pawns are pretty hard to stop. So, it might very well be a win. There are various tricks, though. Okay, so like here, it looks obvious to play G4 check, right? But I saw that he can take, and then when I push, he has this nice move, Knight G3. And when I promote, he goes check. So I only wanted to push there to make sure he couldn't fork me at the end when my king was not in fork distance. So, like, what happened in the game? How do I revert to the game? This is one thing I don't know how to do on the beta board. Does anyone know? what you do to revert to the game. So I inputted a variation, and now I can't get back to the actual game. I can flip the board. But it immediately... Okay, I guess I know what I can do. I guess I can open the game in like an analysis board. Can you guys see that? Yeah. But that's something chess.com should definitely fix. So that's why I played that only when his knight was sort of messed up here. Okay, so like now he played knight c6. Now g4 is acceptable, I think, because after takes here, there's no way his knight is going to get back. He has one check, and I just stay out of check distance, and then I promote. And there's no way he's going to fork me after I queen. So... All right, so I'm on 5 out of 6. Let's take a look at a game that's in progress right now. Is Yufov still playing? He just won. He's on 6 out of 6. Good score for him. Yevgeny T won the game. 2 games left. Here's one of them. King and Knight versus King and Rook. This is a draw. Fairly easy draw as well with the King and the Knight in the center of the board. If you're on the side of the board, you got to be a little careful. Stelly says, it's a draw according to table base. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's not an endgame I've ever studied. 3 connected pawns versus a knight. Yeah, my pleasure, Zazuma. Thank you guys for watching. We are up to 400 viewers on this Tuesday. Tuesday, November 6th. Yeah, f5 was premature. Once I played f5 and he played knight d4, I knew I made a mistake. Can I play b4 there, actually? Where was my king? My king was on h7. Can I play b4, knight takes f5, b3? I think I can do that, and his knight can't get back. Yeah, knight d4, b2. Knight e3, b2. He can't get back to guard b2 or b1. Ah, maybe I could have held that pawn. I gotta check that out. If you guys don't mind me looking at that. I'm going to open it up again. Let's flip this. Yeah, okay, so I just assumed that I was going to lose one of these pawns, and I naturally wanted to keep my connected pawns. But actually, I could have played b4 there. Next game is starting, so we'll focus on that. But I think I could have played b4. All right, Moskalenko, let's play e4. This guy's super good, and you know he's out for blood. Let's play into another Sicilian. I am also out for blood, though. I want to build on this score. I'm pumped up. Okay, we'll get a mainline bishop g5. I don't know the theory here, so I'm going to play this kind of wimpy move. But there is a trap. Let's keep this. I feel like I've stumbled into this before. All right, let's play this move. Try not to get too far behind on the clock. Little rusty on my e4 lines. This is a sharp line that this queen b6 on move 6 poison pawn variation I haven't looked at in ages. Okay, taking is tempting. Yeah, let's take. Then just castle. Develop normally. Centralize. See which way he goes with the king. He might want to castle queenside here. Nope. Shows how much I know. G4? G4 looks pretty natural here. Let's do it. I'm going to continue. He's played h6, so that's why I'm really throwing these pawns at him. We got a hook to attack with, so let's do it. Thank you, me on Twitch. I appreciate the support. I might have had knight d5 on the previous move too. It was pretty interesting, but could have played bishop d8, I guess. Knight d5 is definitely a motif, though. It just seems harder for him to attack me than it is for me to attack him. Let's keep barreling through here. Probably take with the rook. Kind of like my queen towards this side of the board, so I'm not going to disturb that. Let's keep bashing through here. This seems super dangerous for him. He's going to try to put his king on h7. Let's go queen here. f5 or h5. Let's go with h5. Trying to get this in. I don't care if I even lose this pawn outright, although now I can take on f7 if he takes it, but the most important thing is that his king is open. Feels like he needs to play b4 somewhere here, but he may not get the chance. I'm hoping, if I get to play f5. f5 is a significant threat. I'm also on b5 too, but I don't know that I should even take the time out to capture that pawn. I might, but he's going to say go ahead and play f5. f5, he's probably going to check and play rook f6. Oh, that feels like it must be losing. Let's do it. Taking on b5 was the other way, but I think this has got to be good. If rook f6 immediately this, I see some ideas later. I might be able to play e5 and knight e4. So if he checks, let's say, wow, he's going to take. Okay, I didn't see that move was even possible. That's very clever, though. So if I take rook g7, Is he getting mated? No, he's not getting mated. Okay, let's pull this back. Let's hide the king. Okay. Let's take him. Looking for this idea, if I can. Try to stabilize. Wait on the clock here, though. I got to guard c3. Has this check here that's annoying, but for the moment I don't see that hurting me. I want to go here next if I can. Oh, that's nasty. Gotta play something. You could just take. Oh no, you can't take. Never mind. Ah. Mate. Time got me in the end. That's too bad. Good position in that one, but I lost the initiative. Rook takes h6 was really nice. In fairness, I just didn't see that move at all. So yeah, I have take here, and remarkably, my queen is trapped. Because I can't go to e8. Ouch. Yeah, he defended resourcefully. That wasn't an easy position for him. So again, where is the button to go back to the game? I just enter one line and now I can't get back to it. Am I wrong? Am I missing something? All right, I'll just open it because we need to take a look at that. Yeah, I like everything I did up till about here. Maybe I should just play queen takes b5 at this moment. I can be up 2 pawns. Just decimate his queen side. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. Yeah, I probably should have done this. I saw that that was possible, but I got optimistic. I said, you know what? Let's just keep the pedal to the floor. But like I said, in fairness, I just missed rook takes h6. So, what can you do? But yeah, I think after queen takes b5, it's not immediately losing for black or anything. I mean, he can pick off this pawn. He can maybe think about activating his rook here. But the material advantage should be significant. Okay, tough loss to a very good blitz player. Let's take a look at another game. I think these two guys. Ufa is on 7 out of 7. Good score. Okay, who else? Pavel Elyanov, he just won. Tigran Petrosian, guy who beat me earlier in the tournament. Yes, Mark, I will upload this to YouTube. Definitely. Thanks, Chess Nerdbird. And Tallfan, thank you for subscribing 3 months in a row. Mark also resubscribed 7 months. Nom Nom subscribed with Twitch Prime. Appreciate it. So what's going on in this rook endgame? Can black hold this? Maybe. Outside chance. The problem for black, though, is it's hard to ever play rook takes b7 without losing the pawn endgame. Like, if black were to play that now, take, white just runs this way. That's surprising that Petrosian just did that, because this is just winning for white. Maybe he thought it was losing anyways, but... yeah, king e5. Floating Hawking, thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. And Induna South Coast also resubscribed 6 months in a row. Says, hope you have a great time in London. Yeah, thank you, Induna. If anyone is going to be in London for the World Championship, we're going to have a Chessable event on November 20th. It's a Tuesday. It's a rest day. In the match, it's going to be at the Battersea Chess Club. So if you go to the Chessable blog, you can check out the announcement for it. It's going to be a fun format. It's going to be a Team Fabi versus Team Magnus Blitz match. And we're providing masks for the people who play. So the idea is you wear this mask, a Fabiano or a Magnus mask, and then You get paired, but you don't know who you're playing. You probably will know who you're playing because I'm sure the maths aren't going to cover everything. But the idea is you don't know who you're playing, just someone on the other team. Simon will be there. David Howell, very strong English Grandmaster, will be there. I'll be there, of course. I'm sure some other title players will come out too because there's a prize fund as well. Yeah, I've been to Canada before, Mark. Maskness Carlson, that's right. This is looking pretty drawish, I would say. Opposite color bishops. Black's up a pawn, but it's going to be tough to pull this one off if you're black. They're on move 102, by the way. Wow. Here are the standings. Yufa is the only one in first place. 7 out of 7. Beastly score. 3 rounds remaining. Yeah, we'll take a video there, Tom Walker. Definitely. Mark, I've been to Montreal before. But it was 10 years ago. Okay, now I like black's chances more. Because white doesn't have the opportunity to get to an opposite color bishop position. Now this might be winning for black. King f4. I mean, white would love to trade pawns here, but is white going to get the chance? Maybe not. Can they take on e4? Maybe. Take and push? What? Do that? Really? What's going on? Take here, check, take here. Oh, black wins. Black wins because they queen with check, and then they can come back and stop the pawn. Ooh, nice. Or black can play for checkmate, too. Wow, nice one. So Iturazaga pulled it off. Those guys were both on 5 points, so... All right, playing moose back 26. Let's stick with e4. I seem to be getting pretty decent positions with e4, so might as well stick with it, right? The loss in that last game was definitely not due to the opening, so I'm going to go headlong into the open Sicilian again. He might play another Najdorf. Nope, dragon again this time. Okay. I'll go for a dragon with my outdated dragon theory. Okay, rook c8 instead of rook b8. That's what I thought Wonderful Time would play last time. King b1 or knight d5? Is it knight d5 here? See, this is already where I would not like to be thinking. But I am. Okay, I'll play a3. This might not be the right move, and I think b5, a5 is going to be the move. Okay, let's do this. Is Musbach? Oh, I think I know who this is. This is one of those Azerbaijani grandmasters who's really strong. Yeah, he knows this line. He's been playing this for quite a while. But okay, let's not let that deter us. Let's take this. And I don't think you want to take this pawn yet. Let's play rook here. Don't think you want to take that. At least for now. Okay, I'm going to play this. Maybe look to double. Also, if I need to run with my king, we'll have a little more protection. He's ready for bishop a4. Okay, let's pull the king out now. Let's go here. This is protected, I think, sufficiently. Bishop a4, I believe I can take. Due to the back rank problems that black has. At least I hope. That's all you can do in Blitz is hope. Play fast and hope. Or in my case, often play slow and hope. Wonder if bishop a4, take e7, take king f8 is an option for him. Probably queen f6 then is crushing. Should be winning. It'd be nice if he played king f8 now, and then I could checkmate him here. That would be a big gift, but I don't think he's going to do that. Might push his e-pawn, maybe play e5, let me take en passant, but then take it with his bishop. It's kind of a question of whose king is going to be more vulnerable. That's the big question here. Now, but that line should work out well for me, because I think I can take multiple times on e6 and leave my bishop to the very end. It's an interesting position. I mean, he might play queen d8 just to hold it, but then I feel like it's appropriate to take this pawn. It doesn't feel like queen d8's the move you want to play here if you're black. Or I could play h4. Just start trying to attack. Queen b6, okay. So being a little savvy, threatening rook takes c2. It's an interesting move, probably a good one. King d1 maybe? Yeah, let's play king d1. So this doesn't come with check. Can you do that? You can do that. You just did that. I thought this wasn't working, but it seems to be. Can't really run with my king anymore. Queen h4 maybe? Let's try that. Kind of worried about bishop a4 at some moment. But we'll give this a shot. e7 is hard to guard. I mean, he might just have to give e7 up and try to attack me. For now, I'm defending these key points, but my queen being undefended on d4 was a liability. Really not sure what's happening here. Bishop f5. I take e7 and go for it. Let's try it. What do you got? Bishop takes c2. Okay. I don't see how this is working for him. He's down a piece. I mean, he has some threats, I guess, but piece is an extra piece. No, this should be winning for me, I think. Well, no, I'm not gonna call it yet. Let's wait to do that. I'm going to let him win my queen if he wants. Yeah, he has that. So I'm just mostly doing this in order to simplify my task. Oh, he has that check. Oh, man. That's bad. I did not see that check. That's really bad. Yikes. Queen d4 was a big miss on my part. Can't play rook f4. It's queen d2, so I got to do this, it seems. Yeah, this should be losing somehow. I think he's going to fork me. Yeah. Bummer. Rook a2. That was a real bad move. Queen c4. I'm resigning here because king c5, queen c3. Yeah, his position's still complicated, but with the extra piece, I should win this. I mean, I was thinking about whether I could give this up and play queen f6 or queen h6, something like that. But I didn't like all the checks that he's getting like this. Then he has at least a draw. Well, he's probably winning here. So I saw a simplification line with this queen c4 move. Queen c4, take king c1. I actually could have played this too. Although that's really unclear if he plays a move like this and threatens mate. Yeah, queen f6 was interesting too. To try to defend the pawn this way. I think I missed that this actually defends the pawn. Yeah, I missed that queen f... I only saw queen f6 was attacking f7. I thought that this was possible. So yeah, that might be just the move there. Because how does he defend f7? There is queen f2 in the position, but it doesn't feel like it's going to work for him when I can block. Yeah, queen f6 must be the move. Did not see that backward defense. Queen f2 just here, right? His checks are going to run out. Bummer. Okay. Is Yufa still playing? He is. And he's up a little bit of material trying to win this position. Will he succeed? I think black can draw this. Yeah. Black might have to defend rook and bishop against rook, but we'll see if he's capable. Chess is hard, yeah. Very true. So 2 rounds remaining. I'm still on a good score. Taking a look at the standings again. Okay, so a few players on 7 out of 8. Yufa trying to get to 8 out of 8. But, you know, even 7.5 is going to be pretty good for him. But if he could squeeze a win out here, that would be tremendous. And be a full point ahead of the field with 2 rounds remaining. I guess there's Mashonik on 6.5 out of 7. Let's check Mashonik's. Oh, no. Mashonik is the opponent right here. So Mashonik's not getting more than 7. Was White getting something there? Okay, now it still looks like a draw. Thanks to this stalemate defense. King f6, rook f7 check. That's a handy one. Good test of your technique right here if you can hold this. Yeah, I was on 5 out of 6. I lost my last 2 games. That's not unexpected in Title Tuesday. Losing 2 games in a row happens all the time in this tournament. I feel pretty good about e4, though. I've been getting some reasonable positions. Even in the game I lost to Tigran Petrosian. That was not really a hardcore e4 game, though. But still, the Sicilian games I'm getting against Moskalenko and also against this last guy, Usbach, I feel pretty good about them. If I can brush up on my theory, if I have time to study the theory, might be time to make the switch to e4. Okay, so Ufa is trying really hard here, but good defense by Mashonik. Yeah, you can see he knows that rook f7, like now you're going to see that move. And if white takes it, it's stalemate. Yeah, rook f1, annoying move. I don't know if I could defend this endgame under time pressure against a good player. I don't know. I think in a classical time control I could, because I know the ideas for black. But I've never had to defend this under pressure. It's probably a good little piece of practice to do that. It's just one of these theoretical endgames that is really good to know. That's a mark of class. If you know how to win this, you can win it. If your opponent messes up, okay, and actually, black just messed it up. King there, rook here. Yeah, it's a tough endgame. It's really tough. Mashonik was defending it well for a moment, but... So Ufa gets to 8 out of 8. That's huge. Yeah, see you, Tom Walker. I wanted to say thank you to Magic Pig Detective for resubscribing 3 months. Okay, playing another GM here. Let's try to snap this streak. You know what? Let's play a Scandi. Oh, and he plays e5. e5 is very unusual, but not particularly good for white. So let's do what I usually do, which is knight c6, look for bishop g4. Try to get an improved version of a French. Let's keep this bishop for now. Okay, let's go here. Try for a6 so I can recapture with the knight. I like this position a lot already, I gotta say. Just no structural problems. 2 bishops. Can maybe expand on the queen side before doing anything else, like b5. b5 is interesting. Yeah, let's play that. I don't have to castle yet. If I castle, he might play g4, possibly some h4 ideas. So maybe hold off on castling for now. Yeah, let's continue advancing. Knight g3, bishop g6. Okay, do I take and open it up over there? Now let's play b4. Okay, I think it's appropriate to castle now. He can't play h4, I think. I believe I can take that if he decides to do it. Don't think my queen gets trapped. It's a little close, but I don't think it does. So he's going to maneuver. Okay. Knight d4 looks kind of pesky for him here. Let's do that. And if this, he runs into knight b3. Also, I can maybe play pawn b3. Like, pawn b3 should just be good here. If he comes in, knight c2. Fork. So let's take the material. Okay. Looking at h5, h4, looking at queen d7. Let's just play this move. can take and then maybe take on d3. Is that too greedy? It's a little bit greedy, but I think I can defend. Could also just play queen d8 here. And be sane. Yeah, let's play queen d8. I think that's much safer. I don't know that he really cares about that pawn, so... Okay, d4 makes a lot of sense here. Okay, this should be crushing. This is kind of like my game with Srinath. That Srinath guy. Where I got this very advanced pawn, and he has to go for an attack. Let's just attack his rook first. See what he does. Kick his knight. I could take this pawn on e5 if his knight moves, so he's probably going to play an h6 or something rash. Yeah, I don't think there's any perpetuals. If he takes, knight f6, I can just take everything. Queen takes e5 at the end. I think is always going to save me. Now maybe queen d4 here. Or queen c2. Let's play queen d4. I don't know if that move is necessary, but I played it. Let's take this. Just push the pawn. No reason to get crazy here. He's looking for h6 stuff like last ditch. Get the queen back to defend. There's no perpetual with queen g6. Okay. Sorry for any nail-biting people out there. I know sometimes it looks like I convert these positions in a unnecessary way. Like queen d4 probably just isn't a very good move. It worked out well in the game, but I wanted to have options of swinging the queen over or queen d8 to dislodge their queen. It was possible to go wrong, though. Like, right at this moment, queen f6. If I play king g8, then I lose, I think, after h6, and I can't stop queen g7 mate. So that would be a way to go wrong. So king h7 on the other hand, and he's not in time. So I didn't have to queenside castle and lose 3 games in a row. I only kingside castled. That's all right. 2 losses is fine. Let's take a look at a top game if we can. Yufa wins again. Wow. 9 out of 9. This guy is on an absolute roll. Young Russian grandmaster. Let's check out my buddy Keaton. This is my longtime friend in the chess world, International Master Keaton Kiera. He lives in San Diego. He was my roommate, actually, my freshman year of college at the University of Texas at Dallas. Did I see Eric's 13 out of 13? Yeah, I did. I caught the end of that. That was incredible. Eric in the Pro Chess League qualifier, Blitz. Absolutely incredible. That's why Eric has to play more. I mean, he doesn't have to play more, but you know what I mean. If he played more, I think Eric has potential to get to 2,700, for sure. Strong potential. I mean, every 2,600 plus relatively young player probably has potential to get to 2,700. But I think he has strong potential. But he's very busy now with Chess Bra and everything related to that. Just checking to see if there's any other matchups that are interesting here. We can check on Mashanik versus Moskalenko. Yeah, let's take a look at this game. Moskalenko's trying to hold a draw, but probably won't succeed. Yeah, he's just down an exchange plus a pawn now. Eric was on third board. Yeah, that might have contributed to the 13 out of 13 score. But make no mistake about it. I mean, that's unbelievable. He was playing basically IMs, GMs the whole time. Okay, Rook F6 should just be winning. I don't know why King G2 was played. That seems like a silly move to me. Yeah, why would you play King G2 here? I do not understand that at all. Just go after the F-pawn. He's going to check from G8. Put the king back here. Okay, he wants his king out this way for some reason. Even though all these squares are taken away. Hey, John, do you have any tips on how to get in the zone? In quotation marks, get in the zone. I think that's going to be up to you. That's a pretty individual thing. Some days you feel dialed in, other days you don't. So I guess I would just say not everyone can be in the zone, and you should focus on good moves, and eventually the zone will come. But it is important to play in a good mood. It's a little bit different of a topic, but you shouldn't play if you're stressed out, you're in a bad mood, if you want to work towards improvement. I mean, definitely play if you want to stress out and just vent a little bit, throw some pieces around. That's fine. Everyone does that. But yeah, definitely drink some coffee. Let's see. How's Elyanov doing? He won. The standings going into the final round. So looks like Elyanov versus Yufa will be the final round pairing if they haven't played already. But Yufa is in very good shape. Look at all the Russian players in the top places here. They're beasts. As I said earlier, even the Russian IMs, I'm just massively afraid of. Coffee, nice username. Very appropriate. That's going to be tough, Mark. Mark said he's looking for me in the open challenges for the climbing the rating ladder videos. That's going to be tough because I don't play those so often. This is the last game of the round. Ooh, brutal move, queen a3. Winning this rook, trading queens, and if black's pawn's going this way, black is winning. Even if it wasn't going that way, they'd be winning. Wow, that hurts. Oh, okay, but black let white queen. Oh, but... Wow, white blundered into that. White pushed too hard for the win, that's tragic. That's totally tragic. And then he got checkmated. I feel for white there. Okay, last game. Let's make it a good one, and let's play e4 for good measure. Completing the e4 circuit. I'm on 6 out of 9. Can move up to a good score. Been playing almost exclusively Grandmasters. A few FM sprinkled in there, but let's play another open Sicilian. Queen b6. Okay. Yeah. Let's play it like this. I don't quite know how to handle this, but I'm going to pretend like I do. a4. Okay, I guess I'll play a4 since black was looking to play a4 himself, but this does maybe discourage me from castling queenside. We'll see. I have a feeling a4 was not the theoretical move because my opponent just paused there. like, what are you doing? All right, let's castle. But hey, I've been getting reasonable positions this whole time. Maybe d5. d5 might be the move. Yeah, he does play d5. I don't really want to open the position. I'd like to avoid doing that. But then again, I don't really like e5 either here. All right, I'm going to take just for lack of better options. I think anything else is kind of weak. Bishop e3 maybe? Bishop e3, d4 might be possible. Don't like this position. All right, I got to try this, I think. But I'm kind of scared of d4 here. Goes back. All right, so let's blockade in the center. Need to get my pieces out. h3 maybe, try to stop this, look for queen f3 so I don't get hit with bishop g4. Trying to unwind here, bishop e4, queen g3. This knight on b5 is handy. I gotta watch c2, however. That's a definite tender spot. Go for the pin, I guess. All right, let's take. Oh, yikes. Wow, nice move. Threatening checkmate. And my queen. Yikes. Did not see that coming. I'm going to have to sack the queen here. What am I going to get for it? Probably not enough. Queen c8 was a nice in-between move. What is this now? I do not understand what's going on. What? Aren't I up a piece here? This is baffling, but whatever. I went from thinking I was going to lose my queen to being up a piece. Take with the knight if he takes. Should be winning this. I don't see threats that he has. Whoa. Let's just develop. I didn't see his knight was attacking my knight. Okay, let's go here. This might still be good somehow. Really like to play king d2 if I could. Maybe h5 is good for him here. h5 looks reasonable. Okay. I have queen d4 now coming, which is really helpful. Let's do queen d4. He has to check on a3. Whoa. That shouldn't work. That's too much material for you to give up. No way. What a game. What a game to end this thing. That was so weird. Rook e6? If you would have given me 1,000 tries, I would not have been able to predict his next two moves. Knight c4 followed by rook e6. What was that? I mean, knight c4, first of all, is sketchy because he can just play knight d3 here. Check and win my queen. And I was trying to figure out how I could best give up this queen in the time that I had. Probably I should take with a rook. No, but then... What do I have here? I don't have enough. I only have 2 minor pieces. That was very weird. He's typing in the chat. He has a good sense of humor about it. He's doing the LOL with the Russian smiley face, where they don't have the eyes, they just have the... what do you call that? Not the bracket. Parenthesis. Couldn't remember the word for parenthesis. He said, LOL, yes, my friend, but you don't understand me. Because someone in the chat said, oh no, he said, I sacrificed all my pieces. I guess he was just in a creative mood. Okay, let's take a look at the final game if it's still going. Yufa, wow, 10 out of 10. He ran the gauntlet to win Title Tuesday with 10 out of 10. Does anyone ever win this tournament with 10 out of 10? I've never seen a 10 out of 10. In chess, that is. That's unbelievably impressive. Looks like he just ran his opponent over in this final game. Yeah, this is just tremendous for White. White's up pawns, Black's king is looking sketchy. White has this D pawn. Yeah, this is just checkmate. King takes f8, rook d8 mate at the end. ChessBase says no one else has ever done a perfect Title Tuesday. Wow, so this is the first time. He should get some sort of Fisher Prize. That's a good point, Ipshi. I agree. That deserves a Fisher Prize. We'll stick around to the end of this tournament. Let's check on Paul from SPB. He's playing Artak Manukian. He's trying to save a draw here. Opposite color bishops. Looks like he might succeed because these pawns are blockaded. Yep. Now that he wins that pawn, this is an easy draw. They just agreed it. Okay. Another game here. White trying to win with a little extra material, but not a lot of pawns. Hey, Max Mielnik. Devo says you could be 9 out of 10 if you didn't blunder those winning positions. Yeah, I mean, hindsight's 20/20 in chess, right? My opponents missed a lot of stuff too. Like that last game, I had no business winning that last game. The opening was just good. I'll look that up, but I'm pretty sure I shouldn't play a4. Opening was just good for him, that is. But I'm trying to push myself with my openings a little bit. I'm not studying chess a whole lot at the moment, so it's tough, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm playing e4 more, and if anything, so I always think your results in chess, if you're making a breakthrough, they often correlate with new openings that you've studied and the resulting middle games. I've just noticed that in chess, that a lot of times when you study a new opening, maybe you just get inspired, you get the motivation to put in good work and play good games, but a lot of my positive results have been when I'm looking at openings and trying new stuff. And I don't think it's because of the openings themselves. It's just kind of like, as I said, the motivation, the fresh look on things, being a little less predictable. So even though I'm not studying a whole lot of chess right now, I'm trying to apply that to my own games. In Blitz, Bullet, online chess. Okay, so White's going to win the pawn, but can White win this? Probably not, because this is known to be a draw. Just don't get forked if you're Black. Are you going to go for one last shot at the GM title? Well, I don't really look at it like that, Mark. I mean, I'm 32 years old. I only have one GM norm. My FIDE is 2439 or something right now. But I don't think my window has completely closed. I mean, Ben Feingold became a GM when he was 40. So I don't really look at it like that, but it is a lot of work. I think you mean give it a sustained shot. Play tournament after tournament, really work at it. And that I have to see. It's just hard to find the time and the justification other than really just wanting it, because it's not financially rewarding at all. Okay, this game is drawn. Let's see if we can find any last games here. This game was won by White. Is this the last one? Nope, tournament over. Okay, so there you have it, the final standings. Daniel Yufa, the Russian GM. It's a Russian podium. First, second, third. They're getting all the medals here. Yevgeny T. That must be Yevgeny Tomaszewski. I recognize that picture. And Grigory Oparin. Very fine scores. 8.5 out of 10, both of them. I got 26th place out of, I think it was 301 to start. Now it says 224 players, so 26th place, 7 out of 10. That's a good result for me. I don't think I've ever scored higher than 7 out of 10. I might have got 7 out of 10 before, but I don't think I've scored 7.5 or more in this tournament. This is one of the toughest tournaments around online. So I'm pretty happy. Played some pretty good attacking chess, resourceful chess. I think I was undefeated with black. I had 2 losses with white at least. Maybe I lost 1 game as black. Let me check. Yeah, I lost to Musbach and Moskalenko, both in Sicilians as black. Yeah, I was undefeated with black. My 3 of my losses were with white. But they were all to GMs. I lost to Tigran Petrosian as well. But, played e4. Got some fun positions. Good stuff. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to sign off. I will put this up on YouTube. It's also in the Twitch archive if you missed it, but I will put this up on YouTube as soon as I can. If you're on the west coast of the U.S. right now, make sure you go vote. I think the polls are closed otherwise. Maybe Mountain Time, you can still vote. So highly encourage you to do that. If you're paying attention, you can see that the king is wearing an I voted sticker. So go do your civic duty if you're over 18, not a felon, eligible to vote in the U.S. So thank you, everyone. Yeah, thanks, Chessy Bus. And I'll see you guys later. I'll probably be streaming a little later this week. I'm going to try to stream on Friday. So, see what happens. So thanks again, and have a good one, everyone.